All right, thank you for joining us today. I appreciate you taking the time. Please introduce yourself and let us know what role you're running for.
Sure. So my name is Megan Patton, and I am running for Raleigh City Council District B. I currently serve in this seat in my first term, and I'm running for second term. I am a teacher by trade and training, but I've also washed dogs, waited tables, and I currently work in customer service for my day job.
Okay, great. So tell us, why are you running for office again, since you've already been there once?
Yeah, 2 years ago, I ran for office because I was trying to move my mom to Raleigh so she could age in place. And I also have a young daughter, and I wanted to make sure that Raleigh was a place where she could grow and thrive, and that I hope she'll want to live when she reaches adulthood. So that's why I got in the race in the first place. And since then, we've been working really hard on a lot of things that I'm super proud of, but government moves slowly, and everything can be accomplished in 2 years. And so I'm running for another 2 years so I can continue that work and continue the good momentum that we've built in this past term.
Okay, great. So what's your plan, or what has been your plan, and what's your future plan for engaging with the community for, whenever they want to contact you or talk about topics that are concerning to them?
Yeah, community engagement is super important. Some of that is constituent service level, hey, my trash isn't getting picked up the way I think it should be, or I had a leak in my water, and I need some help with that. So some of it's just really nitty-gritty constituent services. I've worked really hard to answer all constituent service emails in a timely manner and make sure they get passed with a warm handoff to our staff, who's the ones who are actually coming out to address any issues. Um, so there's that. And then in terms of speaking to broader topics, just keeping people informed about what's going on in the city, I've tried to maintain a strong social media presence. I'm on uh, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Nextdoor, and sometimes Reddit. I also have an email newsletter, and I do monthly in-person office hours so people can, in a more informal setting, come and chat about things that might not quite draw them all the way down to City Hall for a formal meeting, but they still want to hear about or learn more.
Great. I love Reddit. So why are you the best candidate for this position?
I think I'm the best candidate to represent District B in part from my experience. I'm already representing District B, and I've gotten to know the constituents a lot and the unique needs that are out here in the district. District B is a little bit unique from the other council districts. It doesn't have an urban core in the way that all the other ones do. So districts A and E have North Hills and other, sort of interesting features like Umstead Park or the airport. And then districts C and D each have part of downtown. B is all outside the Beltline. We're much more suburban in our development patterns, and there's a lot of areas that are not annexed. And so there's a lot of interplay between city residents and non-city residents that sort of brings a unique color to the topics that we face. So I think I've already learned that. I've already worked hard to represent the balance of those differing needs. I've also made some good accomplishments for the district. One thing I'm really proud of is that I worked with a developer to fund the Forestville Road Master Plan. So that'll be funded, a park that would otherwise not have been programmed by the city for probably another decade. And so we're kicking off that planning process probably in the new year. So I've already brought some great deliverables to the district, and I hope that the voters will find it in their hearts to let me see the work carried forward.
Okay. What item in your new term is going to be or would be your first priority?
Oh, it's hard to pick just one.
It
Uh,
is.
cer Certainly for the district, making sure that park continues to move forward. And then I have an idea that Triangle Town Center could use a lot of love. And I think we're in a good position. So I'm going to work on building relationships with property owners and property managers and other stakeholders in the area and see how we can, imagine something really fantastical that's a mix of private, public, government, non-government, housing, services, retail, all of it. So that's sort of a top district priority of mine. If thinking about the broader city, some things we've started are our alternative crisis response. I'm really excited for that to for the work that's been done so far, but I really want to see it get over the finish line and see us start taking calls and responding in our community in that way that's different than we have in the past. So that'll be something I'm watching closely, along with our direct voucher program, which is getting money in the hands of our unhoused neighbors and helping them get housed more quickly than we're seeing, so we can get them out of homelessness and break that cycle.
Right. Okay. And the last question, and I know your district is not in downtown, but you still vote on, downtown initiatives. What change or addition or amenity to downtown Raleigh do you think would help revitalize downtown, drive more foot traffic down for retail, and contribute to a more vibrant atmosphere? And again,
Yeah.
one thing which is hard to pick, but
One thing that's hard to pick. So I have a vision that I've been studying some other cities that have worked on retrofit subsidy programs. So it's common for residents to think, oh, there's all this empty office space, we should just convert it to residential, which is much easier said than done for just a whole host of reasons. Office to residential conversion is just significantly difficult. However, there are a lot of things that aren't housing and aren't offices. And I think we can explore, and we've seen other cities explore how to retrofit just a few floors of an office building or just a single floor into things that aren't either one of those. So that could be a library, a school, a server room, a hydroponic farm. There's just all sorts of things that take up space that are neither residential nor office. And in those ways, there will be workers who come to service the server room or service the hydroponic farm, or there will be students who come to use a library or go to school. And so getting activation in our vacant areas will still bring people down, even if it's not neither office nor residential.
okay. Well, that's all five. So nice and quick and easy. I appreciate you taking the time today, and best of luck with your candidacy and your voting coming up. Well, now actually. So,
Yeah, happening now.
all right, great. Well, thanks. We'll see you around town.
All right. Thanks,
All
Crash.
right.
Appreciate you.